Hello again, it's you and me. Kinda always like it used to be. Sipping wine, killing time, trying to solve life's mysteries. How's your life? It's been a while. God, it's good to see you smile. I see you reaching for your keys, looking for a reason not to leave. If you don't know if you should stay, if you don't say what's on your mind, baby, just breathe. There's nowhere else tonight we should be.
Matt was born in 1938. Franklin Delano Roosevelt was president of the U.S. and Neville Chamberlain was Prime Minister of Great Britain. Adolf Hitler seized control of the German army. Teflon was invented. Ella Fitzgerald recorded a song called A Tisket, a Tasket. Wow. Japan declared war on China. Howard Hughes flew around the world in 91 hours. Lou Gehrig, this one is for Matt, since he's a real basketball fan.
This is a movie.
He hit his 23rd and final Grand Slam. A drunkometer, which today we would know as a breathalyzer, was tested in Indiana. And then on August 26th, which is tomorrow, Matt Ryan was born. Had August 26th for a birthday. Mary Ann Nichols became, in 1845, the first victim of Jack the Ripper. In 1980, Macaulay Culkin, the child actor.
On behalf of my sister Judy and my son Cooper, that we're so happy to be here celebrating my dad's 75th birthday with all of you. Thank you so much for coming. It's been wonderful to have my dad around for 75 years. He's been a fantastic father and grandfather and travel companion and friend for a very long time. And we just feel very blessed and fortunate to have both him and Dot in our life. And we're looking forward to the next, 45?
You know, 55 we would have believed, 65 we would have believed, but 70, I said, well, you know, there's only one thing I can think of as a tribute. I personally had this made for you, and it's, to my knowledge, it's a Friday pickup. We've been doing it for years now. We've been going off into the woods. Maybe it's the clothes, the outfits that I insist that he wears when we go out in the woods together.
You can wear the patch with it.
Maybe it's Matt's big heart of removing almost 50,000 Chinese tallow trees from this island.
This is the automatic 75 Deluxe. The Birdie Catcher Edition, keeping all putters in the game for over 75 years. The automatic ball drop. For those of us who can't bend too well. There's swing adjusters. This keeps the club in a perfect arch. You have your all-weather grips, warm in the winter, cold in the summer. And the all too important toilet paper for the back nine. We were able to get the DMV in Georgia. It says Georgia, too old for pot. We're glad Georgia is on your mind.
In small print, it says at 75, we're actually glad anything's on your mind.
Happy birthday, old man.
Doesn't he look great? I mean, he's 75. He looks like he could run the marathon, the Boston Marathon, just like he did 40 years ago. He gave me a list of things he wanted me to say. He was afraid he wasn't going to get all the praise that he got from these other people. Here's what he said. I monitor bluebird nesting boxes on the golf courses to protect baby birds from snakes and other predators. I volunteer at wildlife refuges in 2 states. This is a good one. You've heard about it already. I massacre the invasive Chinese tallow tree with my magic axe. Then he showed me hundreds of photos on his iPad. By the way, he refers to his iPad as his appendage. Then he said, when I wield my magic axe, I feel like a superhero. Perhaps I should call myself Axeman. Yes, I'm Axeman. He even created his own logo to market his new superhero brand.
And we'll be taking orders for these t-shirts later.
But beneath the good guy exterior, Matt has a dark and sinister side. He pretends to be an obsessive Red Sox fan. He even has Red Sox golf club covers. If you look closely, Connie, pass that around, he's wearing a New York Yankees logo. But Matt's dark side goes much deeper. He's a malicious stalker. One day he actually stalked my SUV at Smith's grocery store. When I returned to my car, he had installed a Red Sox trailer hitch cap on my car. He secured it with a master lock and kept the key. It was 3 weeks before he finally unlocked his little prank. Do you know how humiliating it is for a Yankee fan to drive around in a Red Sox car? Anyway, Matt, I'm ready to let bygones be bygones. But stay the hell away from my car.
When we first started playing golf together several years ago, Matt had a Red Sox club head cover, which he would deliberately toss down right beside my bag every time we arrived at a tee box. After about a year of this, I finally managed to get myself a Tigers club cover, because Harry's from Detroit. However, the first time I tossed my new Tigers cover down beside Matt's bag, I then looked the other way for a few seconds. When I looked back, the cover was gone. Matt had kicked it under a bush. So I realized it was true that the American League is a tough place to play.
traveled around and played hockey because we're up in the northern part of Michigan. We played with a lot of Canada teams, and some really good hockey teams, but I played well. And in one game, I set a record, and I had 60 saves. But every once in a while, someone will say to me, well, who won the game? And what was the score? And I say, well, the score was 20-3. They scored 20 goals against me, but I still had 60 saves. When I decided to run my first marathon, I had to run at a certain time to qualify for the Boston Marathon. I was running the race and doing very well, and I got within 100 yards of the finish line, and I heard all this cheering going on. He passed by me, and across the finish line, he was 50 yards ahead of me. However, a marathon that was 4 loops, and each one was 6.5 miles. So when this guy crossed the finish line just in front of me and waved that he was all over, I had 6.5 more miles. I still finished the race.
I dug up this old photograph. Look at all that hair we had. It's bittersweet to hear you laugh. The phone is ringing, I don't wanna ask if you go now. I'll understand if you stay. Hey, I got a plan. You wanna make a memory. You wanna steal a piece of time. You can sing the melody to me, and I can write a couple lines. You wanna make a memory.
One plus one equals 2.
Can you imagine Matt in his thong? Where'd he go?
He's trying out his thumb.
He's a real certified SOB, spouse subverter.